dusted in Salt Lake City by the Utah Jazz. Minnesota comes in. Warriors get out to a fast start. 19-4 run to start the game. They were up 30-13 with a new tweak in the starting lineup. The Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, Darrell Wright, and Bonte Hill. And that's what we talked about here. For the last 5 games, the Warriors got off to rough starts, especially in Salt Lake City. Tonight, a fast start with the tweak in the starting lineup. Mooney for Wiseman.
Yeah, Steve Kerr inserted Kevon Looney for his experience and his defense expertise. And he did a great job. He got off to a great start. And then two-way wig.
Two-way wigs.
And the Curry flurry basically led him to the victory, Darrell.
Yes, they did. They came out with that sense of urgency we talked about. Everybody came in and contributed something on both ends. And the closer, Steph, he came in the fourth quarter when Minnesota made a little run at the end. He closed the game. And also Wiggins hit a big shot over Rubio to close it out.
So pregame, your keys was sense of urgency, great energy, defensive effort, and a bounce-back game.
A bounce-back game.
The perfect remedy, the Minnesota Timberwolves, baby.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Bring them on.
Bring
Bring them back on Wednesday.
They're coming back on Wednesday. Let's go back to Chase Senator Fitz and Buki, who are standing by with Andrew Wiggins.
Well, Andrew Wiggins with 23, and the guys are calling you two-way wigs right now because of the offense and defense. Malik Beasley was rolling, and in the fourth quarter, you turned the faucet off on him.
Yeah, I just try to, play aggressive on both sides of the floor. Like I said, stay aggressive on defense, try to get into my man and make it difficult.
Yeah, what were you guys thinking when Steph came in the game and Draymond came in the game, middle of the fourth, when Minnesota was making their push there? What was the mentality to try to close that out?
It's time to finish the game. Yeah. When Steph came in, he did a great job, hit some big shots, got us up early. And from there, we were comfortable.
Hey, we're starting to count your smiles right now because you have such a great smile. It looked like you're having fun, but everyone's going to ask you post-game, was it personal because you played against Minnesota? You've been very classy talking about the trade. It's just a better fit, and you seem to play your best basketball here now with the Dubs.
Yeah, it was, the best fit for both sides. And, it's the business. Stuff happens. I'm happy here. I'm happy with the team, the coaches, my role on the team. And, hopefully we can keep it going and have a successful season.
It really looks like you're in a great place. Well, we just talked about your defense, but offensively, just the poise. You're reading the defense. You exposed Rubio a few times, just taking advantage of matchups. Talk about the way you're seeing the game right now. It's at an all-time high, I think.
I'm just, staying under control. Trying to go at my own speed, and not trying to rush anything. Yeah. The offense on this team is great. A lot of guys we all get touches. We're all in great rhythm. So when I get the ball, I just try to make the best decision possible.
Hey, Andrew, how'd you like to play Minnesota again on Wednesday?
Hopefully it'll be another good one.
Hey, thanks for stopping. We definitely appreciate it.
Appreciate you, brother.
That is Andrew Wiggins. Two-way wigs, doing it on both ends, offense and defense. Count the blocks and count the smiles the way he's playing.
Going to lick their chops so they see Minnesota on the schedule. Of course, Andrew Wiggins, his former team there, as he balled out, as we look into our storylines here, and we discussed the trade for Wiggins, for D'Lo. Warriors got the best of that trade so far, especially if they get their pick in the 2021 draft, which is top 3 protected. But Wiggins with a great night, 23 points, 6 rebounds, and the block shots again. 3 block shots tonight, Bully. He's doing it on both ends of the floor. Two-way wigs, baby. He's balling.
Efficient, 10 of 19 from the field, 23 points, 6 rebounds, and consistent. He's been doing it every single night, playing winning basketball offensively and defensively. And, Darrell, it's so nice to see him smile.
Yes.
And I think a big part of that is the fit with the Warriors is a much better fit for him. He feels comfortable, and I think he feels appreciated. I think it's really nice to see him enjoy playing the game and contributing to wins every night.
Yeah, like you say, he's enjoying the game. He's having fun. And, man, I didn't know two-way wigs was a defender like this, man. That tells me something. 3 blocks, 3 steals, and he's doing it on a night-to-night basis. He's locked in. He's paying attention to the details. He's locked in on who's guarding, and he's doing a great job with the extra effort with getting blocks. Because a lot of those blocks are coming when his man beats him, and he comes from out of nowhere.
And you talk about the defense. I would say the Draymond Green influence.
No doubt.
And then offensively, and the smile and the joy from Steph Curry.
No doubt. Don't forget about Ron Adams up there, the OG on the bench here. Hey, our other storyline here, Mully and Darrell took the under. And we got some action here late in the game. A foul by J. James Wiseman with about 18 seconds left, and the Wolves had a chance to hit the over. And oh, Jaden McDaniels, you left the money on the table. You left it on the table. Here's McDaniels for the over. Oh, it rings out. And Mooley and D. Wright hits it again. They are undefeated. You guys are like 20 for 20, 15 to 15. If you bet with Mooley and Darrell, you cash that ticket. Minnesota hit the under by a hook.
They came in averaging 107. I go by the stats. They came in averaging 107. They actually did 1 point better.
Minnesota can't get the over, D. Come on, man. You got to eat that money right there.
Listen to Mully.
Listen to Mully. All right, man. This game was in the balance. Warriors are only up 8 with 6:45 left as Steph Curry entered the game, and he goes on a Curry flurry with 15 points to close the show as the Warriors end up winning by 22, and he got a lot of looks. That poor kid, Vanderbilt, Mr. Vanderbilt on Minnesota, boy, he's going to have nightmares about number 30 tonight.
No,
he definitely will. I think he played off the energy of Beasley. He seen Beasley getting it going, yelling when they made their run, and I think that really fueled Steph to come out to show us that vintage Steph that everybody's fell in love with to be the closer.
And they actually needed Steph in the fourth quarter. He had to get back in that game. They cut it to 8 points. And, he makes it look easy, but these are big shots.
Yep.
Minnesota was getting a little comfortable, making a little bit of a comeback. And he came in and did his thing.
I got to ask you, Darrell, we were talking about the starters to start this show. The starters obviously getting off to a big start. Is that more a product of Minnesota and playing a bad basketball team, or did you see something different from the starting unit with Looney involved?
It started with that Utah game. They had to come out. That was an embarrassing game to be down 40 at one point. So being a professional athlete, you got to have some type of pride when you step on the court. And I think that's the approach they took. Yeah, probably the starting lineup had a little bit to do with it. The energy was up a little bit. But I think the game that they played in Utah really set them off to come out here and play a high-energy game and locked in on a defensive end. So
yeah, Steve Kerr's emphasis, so he put his best defensive lineup out there to start the game to get back on track. And with Kevon Looney, he's always going to be in the right place. He's going to be communicating. And I think underrated on the offensive end because it's another screener. When Draymond has the ball, he's going to go get Steph Curry open. And there's this continuity and chemistry with Draymond, Steph, and Kevon Looney because they played for like 5 years together.
No doubt Minnesota got off to a 2-12 start, largely because Looney and Draymond, they were locked in defensively, not to mention two-way wigs here. And the Warriors were having fun at the end of the game. They were all smiles at Chase Center. As you see Steph Curry here, what did Nico Mannion say that was so funny that had Curry spitting out his water? The rookies got jokes? I wonder we got to find out what he said. Somebody give us some intel. Karen Burke, where's she at? Karen Burke, we need some inside information because Curry was feeling it. He started barking because Malik Beasley, who did score 30 for Minnesota, he started howling there in the fourth quarter when they cut the lead to 8. But the Warriors, with their closer, Steph Curry, he made sure to have the last laugh tonight.
I think, like Darrell said, after those 2 tough losses, you just want to get a good game and let it all out, get feeling good about yourself, get your confidence and your rhythm back, get your swag back. So they did all that tonight.
I think that reaction from Nico, he probably told Steph he couldn't shoot, so that's probably what got him going. But, yeah, this is a great bounce-back game like we talked about pregame. This is what they needed. It's a tough road ahead of them after these 2 games, and they're going to see some competition, so they got to get back in that rhythm.
And as far as moving forward, like the playoff picture, these are the games they have to win.
No doubt.
And Wednesday becomes another game. They've got to win that game because they have the tough back-to-back with Phoenix on Thursday.
Yeah, what I like to see in that game on Wednesday night is Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, and some of the starters not playing the fourth quarter. Get that game out of the way early before you get on that flight to Phoenix because they probably won't land in Phoenix till, 2, 3 in the morning, Darrell?
Yeah, they're going to get there late, and I'm pretty sure with the testing and how all these new rules are, they won't get as much rest. So it's going to be very important for them to come out with that same energy, and it's going to be very important for them to close it and not give Minnesota any type of, action to think they could come back or make any type of run. So it's going to be important for them to close it out early Wednesday.
And Draymond Green offensively got off to a great start. You like to see him aggressive here. 10 points. Most of those are in the first half. And when he's shooting the ball and being aggressive, it makes this team, it just looks differently for this basketball team. He takes them to another level when he is aggressive offensively.
And Draymond, similar to Kelly Oubre, he started the game driving the ball. He got a few layups to go, got an N1 over Naz Reid. And then when he was open at the three-point line, he looked very comfortable and confident. And it is a different dimension that the Warriors need. I think Draymond, when he makes a few threes, 10, 8 points a game, that means something to the offense. It really does.
No doubt about it. And the Warriors get a big win tonight. They'll see Minnesota again on Wednesday night. We'll take a look at that, plus hear from the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr. He'll discuss the starting lineup change. Post-game live presented by Toyota, and the rookie who got benched today, but it's not a big demotion. He still got his minutes here, 16 minutes on the night, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. James Wiseman took it in stride. He still gets a little frustrated with himself. No, he got frustrated on one post-up where he didn't get the ball. But look, the young man has talent. He's still playing hard, playing above the rim. Look at that right there. Take some of that, Minnesota. James Wiseman with a nice night in 16 minutes here. The Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, Durrell Wright, NBA champ, and Bonte Hill. As we discussed James Wiseman, look, a lot of people made a big deal out of it. What will Steve Kerr do with the starting lineup? Will he bench Oubre? Will he bench Wiseman? Where he lets the bench the 19-year-old. And the 19-year-old responded. Got some good minutes early in the first quarter. Quick 5 in the first half in 5 minutes. Durrell, the young man played well tonight.
I thought he had a good game. He wasn't moping. He wasn't mad that he was coming off the bench. He came in the game aggressive. That's what I noticed. He was aggressive. He took advantage of the opportunities of being a bigger player down there, and he got to the free throw line. I think that's so important to being a young player, is knowing how to get fouled and knowing how to get to the free throw line. So I thought he did a good job on both ends.
Bonte, my coaching experience, instead of saying he was benched, I'm going to say because of his versatility, we just changed his role.
I like that. Okay? I like that.
And what did he do? 13 points, 4 rebounds, a very efficient 4 or 5 from the field. Showed his versatility, and I think his poise and maturity. Yeah. Came in and played a great game. So I think he just added another element to his incredible talent. It doesn't matter where you play him; he's going to be productive.
Game slows down for him, right? Coming off the bench there, and it does, like you said, it doesn't matter. I guess who starts, I guess it's who finishes. But looks like the game slowed down for him tonight, coming off the bench, Willie.
Well, you do what you have, like Damian Lee said pregame. Do whatever you have to do to help the Warriors win the game.
Right.
And that's what everyone's mindset has to be. So Kevon Looney comes in and solidifies that starting line with his defense. He only scores 2 points, but it's a positive contribution. So roles may change, but the goal stays the same.
And I think the biggest thing with coming off the bench is being able to see how the game is going. So now, me coming off the bench, I understand energy, I understand where the shots are coming from, I understand what my man is doing out there. So I think it's a lot more fun coming off the bench because you got, a little cheat sheet to go in the game with.
A lot less pressure coming off the bench, no doubt about it, as his role does change here. But this highlight here about the #1 overall pick, Anthony Edwards. This was nasty. Oh, my Lord. Look at this guy get up here. Anthony Edwards, he showed some talent tonight with 15 points, only 4-13 from the floor. He's not efficient yet. His shot is not consistent. But, boy, can this young man get up, D, right?
Yeah, he has a lot of bounce with him. He's strong to be a young guy. He loves contact. You could tell every time he goes in the paint, he's looking for that contact. That was nasty.
Hey, Bully, James Wiseman is like, no, I'm not going to reach on that one.
That was a beautiful, impressive, athletic dunk. And that one play, now I'm not comparing.
Right.
Remind me of another University of Georgia Bulldog.
Dominique Wilkins.
There you go.
Oh,
that one dunk.
That one dunk. He gets up, man.
Athleticism with power.
No doubt. Can't wait to watch him play with Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell. We'll see him again Wednesday night. No doubt about it, as the Warriors roll to a double-digit victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Steph was special, 15 points in that fourth quarter. Wiggins, he was a two-way Wiggs once again with 3 block shots, 3 steals, 23 points. Let's hear from the head coach Steve Kerr on the get-right game for the Golden State Warriors tonight.
Hello, Steve. Kareth Burke, NBC Sports Bay Area. What did you think about your new look starting 5?
Well, we got off to a really good start, so that was what I was hoping for. Defense was really good. Those first 6 minutes, I think we got up 15 or 17 points. So it's just much easier to play, from ahead when you can set a tone right away. But with that said, I wasn't particularly pleased with the rest of the game. I thought we won on talent. Andrew and Steph, both put up big numbers, and Draymond made some great plays, and we had some good individual outings, but I didn't feel like we played a great game and didn't feel like we moved the ball very well. But we take the win and come back tomorrow and try to get better.
When it comes to Wiggins, he said again he's happy here. And when you look at his role in Minnesota, when he was the centerpiece of an offense, do you see some of the weight off of his shoulders getting to play here and being a compliment?
Well, I know he's enjoying it, and we're enjoying having him here. He's been a great addition to our team, and this is just how the NBA goes. I think I said it to you guys pregame. Most players are subject to circumstance, and I think we have a really good situation for Andrew. And it's not easy being the number one pick and trying to carry a franchise. That's a job only a select few in this league can really take on. So I just think Andrew's in a good place. He's doing everything we've asked. Defensively, he's been fantastic. He's a joy to coach. He's in a good rhythm on offense, and just a great addition to our team.
He's now 6th in the league in blocks. How important has that aspect of his defense been?
Yeah, it's been a really big deal. I know we talked a lot about it when we traded for him, just his length and athleticism, and I think he's really using it defensively. He's pursuing guys on the dribble and challenging shots from behind, blocking shots at the rim, just using his gifts with a lot of energy to play at a high level.
Hi, Steve. Janie McCauley from AP. Along those lines, what does it say about just his timing and anticipation when he has 3 steals, 3 blocks, six offensive rebounds for you guys?
Yeah, the activity level is really key. I don't know that it comes naturally to him. He's obviously incredibly athletic and he's got long limbs. But I think he's done a really good job of embracing the role that we asked of him. We really talked over the summer about him being, an all-defensive team member. And I don't know if it's going to happen. I think he should absolutely be in consideration. I mean, the numbers are going to show up pretty well for him. And the main thing for us is that he's providing the length and athleticism and energy that we desperately needed on the wing. So he's doing a hell of a job.
Steve, could you explain to us lay people, why is it Looney is so effective? Why when he's on the court, things just seem to always work out well for the team?
I'm sorry, Marcus, who's that? With Looney?
Kevon Looney, yeah.
Looney's just rock solid. He knows how to play. He's always making the right screen, the right pass, the right box out. He's got a great feel for the game. It's really interesting. Some players just feel it and see it, and some don't. And Looney really sees it, and it's never going to show up in the box score. And I'm looking at it right now: 2 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and plus 21 in his 19 minutes. So he just seems to make the group whole when he's out there. It's why he played so many important minutes for us over the years, in deep into playoff runs. And it's why I wanted to start him tonight, just to get some direction and some continuity defensively to start the game, to help us get off to a better start. And he did that. And then I thought James really did a good job, coming in his minutes and providing energy and doing what he does in terms of scoring and rebounding, just finding ways to use his athleticism.
If I may follow, does he remind you of anybody from your playing days?
Talking about Looney?
Yeah.
I'll think about it. I think he does, but I can't think of who it is right now. But he does have an old soul and a kind of an old school game, and I'll think of somebody for you.
Steve, you touched on this a little bit before the game, but how hard is it to try and win and develop at the same time? And what do you say to people who say, if one of the key goals of the season is to develop Wiseman, shouldn't he be playing more than 5 minutes in the first half and 16 in the game?
Well, I would say that development it doesn't equal playing time or vice versa. You know, it's development is really something that is it's tougher to define. You know, it's really about understanding the game, learning the game. Sometimes you can learn observing from the bench a little bit. We're figuring out creative ways to try to teach him in practice sessions, you know, between games. He's working every day with Theo Robertson, Chris DeMarco, watching tape, you know, individual workouts, 3-on-3. So it's really the whole process, Nick. And as you said from the beginning, we're trying to win games too. And so I have to figure out what that means. And all it meant tonight was, you know, let's start Loon. Let's try to get off to a better start and flip their roles. And I think it worked out well. And doesn't mean I'm going to do it the whole year. It just feels like what I should do right now.
Hi, Steve. All right, welcome back to Warriors Post Game Live. The Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, NBA champ Darrell Wright. And Mullin, you're the former coach, of course, at St. John's. What does Steve Kerr mean by saying development doesn't equal playing time or vice versa? What message is he trying to relay to the rest of his team?
Well, with the young player with James Wiseman, it's not just the minutes he's playing in the game, right? It's shoot-arounds, it's film sessions, it's skill development, skill work, working on his body, recovery, all these things he's learning. And to me, what happened tonight was he just added another piece to the puzzle, right? He just got better, coming off the bench, being productive, learning a different role, having a different view of the game. As Steve said, you can watch the game develop from the bench and then come in and put your imprint on the game.
For sure, and like you say, he just added more value to himself. And a lot of young players understand, like, you don't get your minutes from game action. You get your minutes from workouts, from practice. That's when coaches see what you could bring on the court. So he's just basically saying you just got to continue to get better every day, get into film studies, and, you know, get with your assistant coach who's helping you get better. So that's all it is. When you're developing, it's more than just game action. It's about skill work, and it's also about practice. That's most important.
And to me, that move was as much a reaction to two really tough losses, right, and just trying to tweak something to shake things up to get back on track.
No doubt. Steve Kerr also talked about he wasn't pleased with tonight's game. He liked the start, but he wasn't pleased with the rest of the game. Of course, the Warriors will try to fine-tune that before Wednesday's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we'll discuss two-way wigs, baby. Two-way wigs presented by Toyota. As we take a look at the team stats from tonight, Warriors with 14 made threes, and they hold Minnesota under 108.5. You better listen to Mully and D. Wright, baby. You better listen to him, because Jay McDaniels, thanks to him missing 2 free throws, Minnesota goes under the team total for points in a game. And, of course, the Warriors will see him again on Wednesday night. Let's bring in our Warriors reporter, Gareth Burke, who has a report on two-way wigs. Hey, Gareth, two-way wigs ain't playing this year, baby. He's playing some ball.
Two-way wigs. Yeah, he's definitely cementing that, Bonte. It makes me smile to see how much he was smiling post-game, and he reiterated again how happy he is with the Warriors. Remember, this is the second time he said this season post-game, and you just think he fits better here, right? Let's just say it. This is a better fit for Andrew Wiggins. He's more comfortable here. He's not the centerpiece of the offense. He didn't have that weight on his shoulders the way he did in Minnesota as a #1 pick, trying to carry the franchise. Here, he gets to be a complement to what the Warriors want to do. Steph Curry is the head of that snake. Andrew Wiggins is the bonus. Two-way Wiggins is the bonus. And against his former team, 23 points. Most importantly, though, I would say 3 steals, 3 blocks. So he's using his gifts. That's what Steve Kerr said. Using his gifts with energy. And actually, he said that they've talked about some goals for him this season, and that Wiggins wants to finish the end of the year on the all-defensive team.
Oh, with the way he's playing, Kareth, he may just make one of those rosters, because as you mentioned, Kareth, 3 blocks, 3 steals, and 23 points. And the efficiency from the floor offensively, he's really playing at a high level. Kareth, we'll check out on Wednesday. Check out your work on Twitter as well at the My Teams app on NBCSportsBayArea.com. We're going to break down Wiggins here. Wiggins is playing, as Kareth just said, confidence, blocking shots, stealing, playing the passing lanes, energy and efficiency, Mully. He is playing out of his world right now, playing the best basketball of his career.
Really setting the tone on offense and defense, and here he just relentless on the offensive glass. There's 3 Timberwolves. He just fights them off and gets a nice, easy putback. That's just straight effort, Darrell.
He's playing some great ball. I love his patience on this right here, the rescreen. Looney being a smart veteran player, coming back knowing that his guy is in good position. Beasley goes under. Wiggins stops right behind the screen, knocks down the 3.
That's the small things that don't show up in the stat sheet for Kevon Looney. Getting his teammates open here. Just a nice offensive, this is just a tough shot. This pretty decent defense. This is what Wiggins can do.
I think he does a good job of rocking guys to sleep right here, just using that length, man. A quicker guard, meet him at the rim, and these are the extra efforts that gets the team going.
And his length, anticipation, and just, pure athleticism. So good anticipation there. We saw him recover. He gets beat on the drive, but recover with his length. And maybe most important, he's got that joy and fun back to his game. I don't know if I've ever saw it in Minnesota.
Did we see it at Kansas? I mean, maybe at Kansas when he was a Jayhawk. That was a long time ago.
Carrot said it. The fit is so important. He's in the right. His numbers are similar to what he did in Minnesota, but here it's enough. It fits better, and it's only going to get even better when Clay gets back.
No doubt. Wiggins is playing the right way, no doubt about it, on both ends of the floor. We're going to show you a former Warrior who's playing the wrong way.
Wow.
Our own friend.
Now, D-right? D-wrong.
The wrong way. We need a DA there. A DA because our old friend JaVale McGee showing you how to play the wrong way.
Man.
What's up, Darrell?
JaVale, he thought this was his moment, man.
He's playing point center.
Point center.
Let's go.
I don't know about that one. He, this was his moment.
I counted 16 dribbles.
16 dribbles.
And then no delivery.
Ooh. I think that top 10 he just had a few nights ago, he was thinking about that. My old former team. But, hey, that was the wrong way.
Shaq going to have that on?
Shaq is going to have that on all week.
We needed the 1, 2, 3. We needed the teams with the numbers on there.
I got 16.
Hey, man, Clay took less dribbles when he scored 60 against Indiana.
5 less.
Yeah, 5 less dribbles. This guy dribbled 16 on one play. That is the wrong way on how to do things. Oh, man. Oh, man, Vontae Hill looking like he's about to say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, guess what, baby? Who is he? Mesking around? Hey, mesking around. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood because the Warriors played the Timberwolves and won by 22. The get-right game, baby. Mr. Rogers will be proud.
Yes,
hey, you know what? Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't look like Todd Hanks, though, man, but we're going to talk about that. That's a great tweet, by the way. That's good stuff.
That's awesome.
You guys are funny, man. That is funny stuff. James Wiseman. We're going to hear from him coming up on the other side. A lot going on here. Oh, right now. Let's go to Wiseman right now, then. Right now. Here's James Wiseman.
What's up, James? I had with you today about the reasoning on sliding you to the bench and just kind of your reaction to it.
Just because Loon has much experience as me, so I look at it as learning experience, and it's not nothing bad at all. It's just due to the fact that just trying to figure out the rotations and stuff, but everything is coming together, and I'm most definitely learning over there more. So it's really helpful for my development, for my development as a basketball player. But as a person, I'm not really worried about that because once I get in the game, I can be able to impact it. So I just product my minutes as much as possible.
Why do you think it is? You said it was helpful for your development. What about it do you think is?
Because I can be able to read more schemes while I'm on the bench. I can be able to see more. I can be able to I'm even more prepared when I get out there because I know what to expect, and I'm in better positioning when I'm actually looking at Loon and other bigs play. So it's just better for my development.
Hi, James. Janie McCauley from AP. Good to see you. What is, when you watch Andrew Wiggins and the way he anticipates and moves and creates opportunities, 3 block shots, 6 offensive rebounds, and just what does he do on both ends that you admire, I guess?
I say just his length and his athleticism and how he's able to score and guard on both ends, and just he's a great person off the court. He's a great player on the court. He's a hard worker. And he's just a great guy, and he's a vet as well.
Marquise Mondays is going to be a thing here at NBC Sports Bay Area for every Warriors home game on a Monday. And Marquise Chris did a very good job here as we break that down here on Warriors Postgame Live presented by Toyota. Hey, Darrell, Marquise looked like a natural. He's going to take somebody's job one day.
Man, I got to get my stuff together, man. He sounded really good, especially being a young player. This is knowledge of the game.
Yep.
I love to hear younger guys speak how he spoke about the game. And that just tells you the high IQ was there, and he's watched a lot of film. So
yeah, it wasn't surprising to me because he's a very intelligent, high IQ basketball player, very powerful, big time athlete. But the thing that I love about his game is his passing ability. He sees the floor, and he knows his teammates.
He came on last year, too. He came in with the reputation of being immature. He came on strong for the Warriors in the last 2 months of the season. As we take a look at the new lineup and the plus-minus leaders here, Looney gets to start. He's a plus 21 on the floor. Kelly Oubre Jr. with a solid game, plus 13 as well. But the starters, they did the job tonight, Darrell. Did the job getting off to a fast start, 19-4, and never really let Minnesota get back into it.
Yeah, I think that's so important for this squad. Is getting off to a quick start. It's not the same team from the years past where they could just spar and just get a feel for the other opponent. So they got to come out with that intensity. Energy.
There you go. There it is.
Energy from the start.
And the continuity of Steph, Draymond, and Kevon Looney, right? The chemistry that they have really showed out tonight.
No doubt about it. All right. We're going to have some fun here. Warriors Postgame. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? That's right. Klay Thompson. We're going to talk about a podcast here. Sideline Klay.